hard to, I don't know, overloading with information.
It's always so bad when you don't get the number.
It's terrible. Yeah, so make sure you get the number of the player. All they do is ball now.
And basically it's a big game of where is the ball?
That's exactly what it is. Although this is way too big. I know. Around there, 2 and 7. I just need the roster back up. And I fixed my football roster so it's a numerical.
I don't have the internet here. I
Okay.
don't pay that. That's why I was Burger King. Internet. Oh.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field. I'm glad I got good camera people working with me. They got the game started. English taking on Medford. I was down trying to get lineups and Medford's looking for their second win. They're 2-7-1. English 3-3-1. Looking to go over 500. Lucas Dias Golden is in net for Medford. John Prestigiovanni is the head coach. Alejandro Zayas in net for English. Valdram Hamalji is the English coach. English is trying to make it 2 out of 3. Lynn teams winning. As he got tripped up with no call. That could have been close to a penalty kick. English in their usual maroon. Medford in the white. This is a Greater Boston League battle. Medford took it away. Broken up. Licardi left it. Was Zambrano. He got taken down. Actually, it was Lopez that got taken down. Licardi's going to take the free kick. So English getting out quickly territorial-wise. Medford heads it away, and they head it away again. And it got blocked by English. English keeping it in. Licardi couldn't save it. I guess he did save it. Medford knocked it away. Medford are the Mustangs. English are the Bulldogs. Sayers will come all the way out to the 30-yard line and boot it back the other way. English collects. Pass broken up. They almost sent Licardi in alone. Nice defense. Looking to walk in. Lost it. Gets it back. Body going down. They took Coelho down. And the Eagles will get another free kick. This one a lot closer, but from a tough angle. From the 11-yard line. I think it's Koala with the kick. Perfect kick. It was going right under the top crossbar into the far corner. And Diaz Goulden went high in the air and picked it. Good shot by Coelho. And a nice save by Diaz Goulden. Bounce it out off Medford. Medford can't get the ball out of their own end. English keeping it in. Try to knock it deep. Blocked by Medford. And he finally skirt by. And the pass easily picked off by Lopez. Knocks it deep. Coelho's going to get there and keep it in. Throwing it across. Defense by Medford. They picked off that pass. Coelho threw it across. And it was Zepeda who was right out in front of the net looking for it. But the defense got a piece and they couldn't get it through. He was taking it back all the way to their end. They knock it deep. Pierre just missed getting there just as Diaz Goulden was picking that shot. Pierre went running right by him. Medford picked off the pass. And they go deep. They give it back on the give and go. It gets knocked upfield. Medford's there to keep it in. Out in front. Can't got the shot off, it got blocked. Medford, the first time they got down deep, and they had an excellent scoring opportunity, and the defense out in front made a big time play. Might have been Lopez, might have been David. They were out in front. Coelho trying to knock it to himself. Badly comes away with it. Trying to knock it to the net. Licardi gets it. Coming downfield was Kafour. Couldn't get the shot off. He got blocked. And now Medford slides in and knocks it out. And Zambrano was looking to go to the net. Blocked. And they knocked it out off Collins. It was Ludger who made that initial block. Now they knock it off Collins again. Coelho can't get control of it, popped it up by the defense, but couldn't go get it. It went out of play. Medford will get to kick it away. Medford took it away. English got away with a takedown. Medford takes the shot. It goes high over the net and out of play. We mentioned English trying to go to 500, 3-3-1. And again, they're trying to make it 2 out of 3 Lynn teams winning here tonight. Tech girls lost to Winthrop in the opening of the night. St. Mary's dominated Spelman, got away with a 2-0 win. Shot from long range. It would have gone wide left. T.S. Golden wasn't sure. He dove for it, got it, bobbled it, and went out of play. And English is going to get a corner kick. If he lets it go, it's out of play. And Medford's kicking it away. But now English gets a corner kick. Coming from the near side, Liccardi will take it. Kicks it to Coelho. Liccardi gets it back, gives it to Coelho, back to Liccardi. And they don't get a shot off. They try to set up an easier shot, and he didn't get any shot at all off. Pop to the net. Medford trying to get there. And that was David with a nice defensive play, knocking it away. Medford takes the shot, falling down. It went wide right. English almost gave that one away. There were 2 defenders squashing a Medford player. But he got a foot on it and able to get it, but pushed it past the net. English will kick it away. Liccardi got a foot on it. Pierre winds up with it. Knocking it deep, looking for Coelho. Actually, looking for Cepeda. And that was Coelho centering it, but Medford picked it off. It skips past. They threw it too deep. They almost gave it away. It gets deflected. And Zayas had to kick it away. There was a white shirt bearing down. English almost gave it away. Pierre dumps it ahead a little bit behind Cepeda. Cepeda keeps it in nicely. Gets it Liccardi in the middle. Give and go. A little bit behind Cepeda. Blocked and knocked down by Kafour. Upfield. Picked off by Collins. And English overran it. They bang it upfield, deflected to Liccardi. English trying to get around. Dump it down, and he pushed it too far. It's going to go out of play. And it was going to go out of play, and Medford reached in and tapped it, and English is going to get a corner kick from the far side. Medford was trying to block the English player from getting the ball, and he wound up knocking it out. And the kick will come from the far side. English got a head on it, knocked it over the net. That was Pierre, I think. Everybody got excited. The net moved, thought he headed it in, but he headed it over the net. McCarty picks off the clearing pass. Broken up very nicely by Ludger. English battling, gets it back. They get ahead to Pierre. In the middle. English wound up with it. Kafour's pass, deflected away by Collins. Kafour got a head on it, tipped it to the middle. Medford comes away with it. English going to kick it all the way back to Zayas. And he just kicks it to the far side. And English brings it back. They leave it for Liccardi. Walking in, takes the shot, knocks it way wide left and out of play. Oh, Dios Golden will kick it away. Bounces by. Medford pushes it upfield. They push it further. Lead pass, bounced over the foot. Zayas came way out of the net. He became a defender rather than the goalie. He was out to almost to the sideline. Just reached in front of the would-be pass receiver chasing the ball and knocked it out of play. He was way out of the net. That bounces by Medford and goes out of play. I think it's Zambrano kicking it away. Zepeda trying to get around, gets it to Liccardi. Kafour with it. They give it all the way back. English finally gets it up to Pierre with a rush. Down deep. And it gets knocked out. And it got knocked out by Medford. Zambrano will take the corner kick from the far side. As we're halfway through and counting this scoreless first half, Greater Boston League style. English takes the shot, couldn't get it in. English got a shot again, First shot got deflected. Second shot just got pushed wide right. Chip knocked out by Zepeda. Medford has picked it up a little bit. They couldn't get out of their own zone early on. They made a couple of moves, and English almost gave them a couple. That goes out. Zambrano thought it was off Medford. Gafor got a foot on it. Medford breaks it up. Medford picks off the pass. They tried to throw it in front. It got blocked by both Lopez and Zambrano. English gets a foot on that long-range shot. Medford kept it in, headed away. That was Gafor that got a head on it. They blew the whistle for some reason. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. I guess the ball went out off English. That was a late whistle. Corner kick coming from Medford. Out in front, Gafor got a head on it and knocked it away. Medford takes it away. They take the shot. Didn't get to the net. Wound up short and behind the net, out of play. English will make wholesale changes. Looking for a shot. They take the shot. It was going to sneak in that near post. Zayas had to make the save. So Medford is picked up. That shot went over the net. Diego Miranda was the one that got that shot on net that Zayas had to make the save on. They knock it deep. And that was David getting to it and knocking it away. Coelho looking for it. And they're going to call Medford for contact. So right about midfield. The kick just inside midfield. The kick will come. Now they move it back to midfield. Those 2 yards are very important. They kick it high in the air to the net, headed away by Medford. English winding up to get a shot. Ronnie Ramos wound up that leg. Pierre going to the net. Couldn't get there in time. Dios Golden just got in front of him, picked that and knocked it away. Pierre was a step away from maybe tipping that in. Coelho gets it to the middle. David gets it, took a forward to the far side. English pushes it ahead, pushed it too far. Looked like trying to with a give and go with Pierre, and he just threw it way too far. Kafour heads it back. Medford gets to it, and it's broken up. That was Vladimir Salgado who got a foot on that and broke that play up. Pierre nicely gets around one. David has to pull it back. And they kick it all the way back. Kafour with it. Pierre takes it away, takes it down the near side. Cuts it to the middle, breaks right through a couple of defenders. It got tipped wide. Medford takes it away. And then Medford knocked it out. English is going to get a corner kick. And I think it's Coelho this time. And a couple of changes for both sides. Everybody milling around, picking a partner. At the 10-yard line, they'll all break to the net. There's the break. There's the kick. Tip off the hands. Diaz Golden went behind the net. English was there, and they just kicked that out of sight. Coelho trying to get the shot off, get it off, but pulled it wide left out of play over everything. English breaks up the pass, and English got run over. Salgado went up, broke up the pass, and got whacked and went down hard. They were going to try and help him up, but he's not getting up. Now he is getting up, so it appears like he's okay. We're happy for that. Zepeda will take the free kick. Blocked. They set up the picket fence, and they kicked it right into the one-man picket fence. I think it was Sean Eisner who just went high in the air and blocked that. And now he gets taken down. And Medford will get the free kick. They tip it up. English with a rush. They get it to the far side. Medford breaks it up. And Medford knocked it out. It'll be another corner kick for English. Coming from the far side. Skip past everybody. The net is wide open. The goalie went down. The defender went down. The ball was loose. English couldn't get a foot on it. Medford cleared it away. English that close to getting a jump. It landed. The goaltender went to try and catch it. T.S. Goulden couldn't catch it. It went down. He went down. Took a defender with him. The ball was loose. There were a couple of English players there, but they couldn't get a foot on it. Headed away. Gafford knocked it up. Medford knocks it deep. Deflected off Medford. English bringing it back. Medford will knock it out. It seems strange to see the officials in shorts and short shirts and wearing gloves. It is cool. It is very chilly. It's not, we've had it. We were moaning about the 90s, and then it got down to weather that we could live with. 80s now that it's virtually October. We get back to the 70s, but now, today and tomorrow, it's going to be down in the 60s. And then later on, I think it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, it's going to be back in the 80s. It must be New England. Liccardi couldn't get a shot off. Coelho couldn't either. Liccardi keeps it alive. And he wound up kicking it back, starting it over again. Medford broke it up. English knocks it upfield. Knocked away. Medford knocks it deep. Gets knocked back the other way. They put it right on the foot of Pierre. Shot over the net. Cepeda got the pass from Pierre, spun, turned around, and just drilled it, but got under it and lifted it over everything off the football crossbar. Still 0-0 here. Late in this first half. Territorial-wise, English is dominated, but Medford had that little couple of minutes where they put a lot of pressure and got some shots that just missed. English has had a few, but they've been over the net, wide right, wide left. Neither of the goaltenders had to make what you'd call a ESPN highlight save. Liccardi trying to get control. English gets a foot on it, keeps it alive. Coelho spins away and just tipped away. Good defense by Medford. Akandi got a piece and kept it alive. Medford coming back. They knock it very deep. Medford looking to get a shot. It got blocked. And Zayas does a nice job. That was going to go out of bounds. And it was probably going to be a corner kick. Zayas went high in the air and picked it before it went out of bounds and hit a booming high kick to the Medford end. English will get there down the far side. They try to center it. Medford knocks it out. A very nice defensive play by Alejandro Zayas. Medford kicks it up. And Medford kicks it out. I'm not sure what they called. I guess it was contact before they kicked it out. They give an English a free kick from the 21-yard line from the far side. So quite a bit of an angle. Right to the net. Lucas Diaz Goulden, able to grab it and hold on. And English will kick it out. Collins will put it in play after we have a substitution for Medford. Loose. Coelho with it. Tipped it. Taken away. Medford knocks it upfield. Lacardi missed it. Knocked deep. English took a Medford player down, no call. Sayers come out and grab the ball, he'll kick it away. And he line drives this one. Off the foot of Kafour, Lacardi picks off the pass. Blocked and taken away. Medford looking to walk in. They push it by, trying to center it. It got blocked by English out. Medford will get a corner kick. We're down to the last 2 minutes. Clock is off. It'll be kept by the officials down on the field. Everybody got a head on that one. Looked like Coelho kicking it away. Medford knocks it back the other way. Kafour gets a head on it. Bounces loose. Medford winds up with it. Taken away by Pierre. Lacardi with it, knocks it up. They get it back in the Medford end. They knock it deep. They knocked it too deep. It's going to go out of play. So we're just waiting now for the whistle to end this scoreless first half. Now they're calling it. Medford reaching in and kicking away. English going to get a corner kick. This would be very damaging if they could score from here. With time winding down. Diaz Goulden got a very good look at that kick, and it came just at the end on the last play of the half. They blow the whistle. Diaz Goulden was able to get a good look, pick it, and we reached the end of the first half, and nothing to choose. English dominated territorial-wise. They had some chances, but they couldn't put it in the net, and we're right where we started. English nothing, Medford nothing at halftime. Welcome back to Manning Field as we're set to start the second half. And we'll start it the same way we started the first half, 0-0. English had a little bit of domination. Medford, for a brief time, put pressure on English, had a couple of scoring opportunities that went wide. Neither goaltender had to make really hard saves. English had a few. They knocked it over the net, wider than net. And they kept it in the Medford end. Maybe 60-40 percentage-wise. Maybe 65-35. Early on, Medford couldn't get the ball out of their own end. Battling in the corner, trying to get around Medford. Medford took it away. Coming up was Jamel David to pick off that loose ball and banged it wide and out of play. Cardi trying to get it, took it away. Medford takes it back. Popped up. English went down. They knock it deep. Davis there to knock it back upfield to Gene Brunn. That still cracks me up. His first name is Gene. And the first part of his name, last name, is Gene. Gene Brunn. They booted that way wide. Pierre's going to track it down and keep it in. Medford took it away. And they knock it deep. And they get around one, pushing it down the far side. And they knock it way deep and way out of play. Trying to find someone to pass it upfield. They wanted going backwards to try and get something going. Liccardi picked off the pass. Get it to Coelho. He finds a spot. Still with it. Walking around. Tipped it toward the net, hoping Pierre could get loose, but he couldn't. And Dio Goulden came out, picked it off. English takes it away. Off Medford into the Medford bench area. And Medford knocks it out again. And Medford knocks into the English bench one more time. That was Kafour swinging and missing on that bouncing ball. They knock it deep. English is going to get in the way and let it go out of play. They would let Medford get to it. Medford knocked it out. That was Jamel David with that nice defensive play, and he'll kick it away. Line drives it off a Medford foot. Coelho picks up the loose ball. That was Gene Braun. Getting to Cepeda, and it went out. And now they kick it back upfield, headed further. English keeps it in. David with a little cross body block knocked the Medford player down. Free kick will come just outside the 40-yard line. Martinez Lemus will take the kick. Juan Diego Martinez Lemus. On kick, Medford got a foot on it. All the white shirts were behind everybody. I think Alejandro Zayas is saying, weren't they offside? And he did call it. So they were offside. Getting around, still with it, still pushing it up, still with it, walking in, actually got a shot off. That was Eric Cepeda, went through almost the entire Medford team. When he finally got the shot off, there was one defender left that blocked the shot. He just squeezed through 6 or 7 players to try and get the shot off. That was an outstanding effort. It wasn't lack of effort that didn't get him the goal. We're almost to the halfway mark of this 2025 season. Loose Zayas made a great save. They battled through. They squeezed through a couple of defenders. I think it was Richland Innocent who drilled that shot, and holding the near post, Zayas made a great save. That's the best opportunity for Medford in the game. And Zayas took it away. Knocked loose, knocked away, knocked out. And they're calling it off English. So Medford will get a corner kick. She might need help. Should wash over.
There's the goal.
Medford keeping that pressure on, finally puts one in the net off that corner kick. And as you can tell, everybody's circling. Virtually impossible to tell who scored the goal. I think it was Fortson Ludger who got the goal. And Medford has grabbed a 1-0 lead. So after English, at least territorial-wise, dominated Medford, Medford started to put stuff together. Now we got contact called against English. And all of a sudden, Medford has a 1-0 lead. That looks awful big. English is not getting a lot of shots on net. And it goes out off Medford. So all that pressure by English in the first half and some here in the second half, they now find themselves trailing 1-0 as Medford heads it out. English with a rush. They knock it deep. Coming out. D.S. Golden came out and got a hand on it and knocked it down and broke up the play. I think that was Coelho who was breaking in, looking for the ball, looking to tip it over him or by him and tie the game up. And Lucas Dios Goulden came out and just got a piece, knocked it loose, and then grabbed the loose ball. Medford will make a couple of changes.
Record the last 10 minutes of score. Or this half.
Loose. Lacardi got a foot on it, got knocked away. Medford blocked it upfield. Knocked away. English broke it up and took it away. Lacardi with it. Just tipped it to the net. Lopez almost got there. That might have been Ramos trying to pick up the numbers. Knocked deep. Got kept in play. English kept it in. They take the shot. It didn't hook back. Got it up, hoping it would hook from right to left and get back on the net. It just stayed wide right and went behind the net and out of play. T.O. Schoolton will kick it away. English got a head on it, but knocked it the wrong way, and it goes out off English. Half will get the throw in right about midfield. They throw it deep, English pops it up. Medford heads it back. They get around, taking the shot. It got blocked by English. And Medford will get a corner kick. So Medford has picked up the pace with that goal. They're putting some pressure on the Bulldogs. As Medford makes a couple of changes. Corner kick coming from the far side. Everybody bouncing around, picking a partner. Out in front, Medford got a head on it and knocked it over the net. And that was Ludgar. He's had a couple of those going, and we were hoping it was him. We hope we got it right, Ludgar. We had no idea who scored the goal. But they were kind of celebrating with him, so we think it was him. Medford took it away. They knock it deep. Broken up. English held their hands up. They took Medford down. And the player is just now getting up. And that would have been a penalty kick. And two players from English put their hands like, I didn't do it. No, we didn't do it. English trying to walk in. Shot goes off the side of the net. Was down very deep. Couldn't get a real good shot. Tried to get around the defense. Finally tipped it and got it off the side of the net. And T.O. Schoolton will kick it away. Kafour keeps it in. Back. It skipped right through the wickets of Pierre, and Medford knocked it out. McCarty with the free kick. Knocked away and then knocked away again. They knocked it to the net. It got knocked away, and English Kafour got the kick and kicked it out of sight, over everything, out of play. It came to the net. They got a head on it. They got another head on it. It deflected out, and Kafour lined it up and got too much foot and kicked it way out of play. And that's been mostly what English has done. Kick it over the net, wide of the net. Try to get it to the middle. Medford picked it off and starts it back the other way. And he couldn't get it past David. And actually that was a Kandi. 6 and the 8 look almost like the same. That pass was going to go by the net. Defense out in front, kicked it away, and kicked it out. And English will get the throw in. Medford kicks it out again. We're halfway through and counting this second half. English, we mentioned, trying to get over 500. They're 3-3-1. And we got contact against Medford, and it's going to give English a free kick from just outside the 10-yard line. A little bit of an angle, a little bit of a left angle. They move that picket fence back. So Liccardi will take the kick. He kicked a ground ball, got it by everybody, and Lucas T.S. Golden dove at the last second and fielded that ground ball. He didn't kick it in the air. He kicked it right along the turf. And the goaltender did a nice job. He was holding the far post, and he went a couple of steps to his left and picked that. That's going to go long and deep and out of play as bodies go down. Substitution for the Bulldogs. Medford picked it off, knocked it back. Zayas will come way out of the net. And he boots a line drive that bounces to midfield. Akari couldn't control it. He got a foot on it, but knocked it upfield. And Medford gets taken down by Kafour. Silva looking to go around, got taken down. And Suzu will take the kick. Excuse me, it's Sanchez taking the kick. Headed by English. They come to the near side with Coelho. Up ahead. They knocked it for Liccardi, trying to walk in. He knocks it home. They left it for Liccardi. He squeezed between a couple of defenders and line drives the shot and just got it over the head of the goalie under the top crossbar, and English has tied it up. Coelho got it upfield, and they just dropped it for Liccardi. He split a couple of defenders, and just as he got a little bit of daylight, he just ripped a very perfect hard shot and cleanly beat the goaltender and tied the game at 1. Just breaks it up. It was Coelho. I think Coelho gave it to Zepeda, and Zepeda left it for Liccardi. So Zepeda would have got the assist. If it was hockey, giving a couple of assists, Coelho would have got one too. He made the nice pass in the middle to Zepeda, and Zepeda dropped it for Liccardi to take it to the net, and it worked because he knocked it home. Blocked nicely by Kaffour. If it wound up losing it out of bounds, English will get the throw in. If it knocks it deep, I kind of got a head on it, but knocked it the wrong way. Kaffour hits it a mile up in the air, and it's headed way downfield by Medford. LEHS will come way out of the net and play that one. That was Leonardo Lopez with that header. I don't know how he doesn't get a headache from that. That was a mile up in the air. And Medford's going to get called for taking Zepeda down. And English will get a free kick. Liccardi will take it from just about the 35-yard line. A little bit of an angle to the right. English got a head on it, but Medford knocked it away. English got it back and kicked it wide left. It might have been Zambrano, or it was either Zambrano or Lopez that kicked it wide left. English gets it to the middle. Popping it, trying to get it to the net. Medford took it away. And Medford went down hard. The ball went out. That was Silva getting knocked down. He'll throw it in. No, he won't. He gives it up to Martinez Lemus. That's Juan Diego Martinez Lemus. And here's a takedown. Gene Brunn just took Richland Innocent down. And it'll be Martinez Lemus taking the free kick. LEHS comes out right at the goal line and picked that. He was going down and caught it waist high and boots it away. There were all kinds of white shirts all over him. And he just stepped up and caught it midsection. Pierre pushing it up. Trying to come back to the middle, takes the shot, it got blocked. English trying to keep it alive. They get it to Kaffour in the middle, back to the far side. Trying to get around. And Diaz Golden will come out of the net, grab it, and he'll kick it away. Good high booming kick. Gets deflected back English end. Bouncing around. Akandi knocks it the other way. Kaffour broke it up. He winds up giving it ahead to Kaffour. Coelho picked it off, gets it to Liccardi. He tips it ahead. It got picked off. He was trying to trying to send Zapata in. Coelho broken up. They get it to Liccardi in the middle. Coelho with it. Try to get it to send Pierre in. The defense broke it up again. Medford takes it away. They knock it deep. English hurry to get there first. And they take it away. And back checking from behind takes the English player down. And he went down pretty hard. I think they just gave a yellow card to the Medford player. English player is up. English will get the free kick. 1-1 the score. We're in the final 10 minutes. And the official is having a conversation with one of the Medford players. I think it's Lopez kicking it away. Medford got a piece, they knocked it out, and they just saved it, or it would have been a corner kick. They keep it in. And they knock it deep, and English knocks it out behind the English bench, up in the seats. Liccardi with it, knocks it back. Medford takes it away, English gets it back. Coelho broken up nicely by the defense, cutting in front. That was Converse with the nice breakup. Zapata trying to get loose. Down the far side, gets bumped off the play, it goes out of play. And they're calling it off Zapata. Pierre trying to get the shot. He put it right in the middle of the net, but right in the midsection of Dio's goal. He did a nice job. Got around the defense, got a good hard shot, and he put it right the one spot that he didn't want to put it in, right in the midsection of the goaltender. As far as Medford and Dio's Golden is concerned, Pierre couldn't have hit a better spot with that shot. They knock it deep, the defense knocks it away, and that's Converse again. Medford coming back. Down that far side. Deflected to Liccardi, he knocks it up. English will start it back. They get it ahead to Coelho. Gets by one nicely. He pushed it ahead for David, but he pushed it a little too far. David was stationary, and he thought David was going to go upfield. Knocked away by Lopez. Coelho knocks it deep. Liccardi is there. He got taken down by the goaltender. If they call that, it's a penalty kick. Liccardi was going to get the ball. Diaz Golden came out and knocked him down, and that's in the zone. The officials are going to get together and talk about it, and that should be a penalty kick. And it's going to be a penalty kick. Looks like Cepeda's going to take it. So English with a chance to get the lead here. He knocks it home. So the hustle by Liccardi, who got the first goal, hustled, the goalie had to come out, reaching for the ball. All he got was Liccardi and took him down, and that gave English a penalty kick. And Cepeda knocked it home. And after trailing 1-0, English had put 2 on the board, and they lead it 2-1. We're in the final 5 minutes. The clock will be kept by the officials. It might be a little longer 5 minutes because the clock was running during that penalty kick and it's supposed to be stopped, I think. But English told me they were 3-3-1. They're actually 3-2-3. So this is their 9th game. But they'll look to go over 500. They're over 500 at 3-2-3. They'll look to go a little further over, pick up their 4th win. And they've made a big comeback. So Coach Harmazli has to be very happy with his troops doing what they're doing. They fell behind 1-0 on a corner kick by Medford that got banged home. And they were down 1 for a long time. Liccardi hustled and got them back in it, getting a goal. Now a header is picked off by Dios Golden. And they tied it at 1. And then great hustle by Liccardi again. Long pass upfield. He beat everybody going for the ball. And the goalie came out to try and stop him from getting it. And when the goalie came out, he took Liccardi down, and it was in the zone, and that set up the penalty kick. And Eric Cepeda just calmly knocked it home to give English the 2-1 lead. And they got to hold on with it for a couple of minutes. Medford trying to walk in. English clears it away. Medford's got it, looking for a shot. They knock it over the net. They got it out. They put it on the foot of Omar Marufi, and he chipped it and knocked it high over the net and out of play. So Medford had an opportunity. Long kick. English tracks it down. And then English gets taken down as the ball gets knocked out. Right by everybody. English not going to get there. It's going to go out of play. So the only thing we're waiting for now is the official to blow the whistle and say game over. English got taken down at the 20-yard line. And Liccardi will take the kick. It's in the net. It went right by everybody. Liccardi knocked it home. He knocked it right to the net. Everybody looking. It bounced. Nobody touched it. It went right by and bounced inside the near post, and that's the cherry on the sundae. That makes it 3-1 in these closing moments, and English is going to pick up their fourth win. They're going to go to 4, 2, and 3, and Medford's going to have to wait a while for their third win. So Liccardi gets 2. He hit a perfect kick. The last time he kicked was a ground ball right to the goaltender. This was a line drive that went right through everybody. Everybody just watched it, including the goaltender. It skipped. Nobody had anywhere near it to touch it. When the goaltender finally saw it, it was too late. It was by him and went inside the near post. And St. Mary's, that was the game before this. English puts 3 on the board. And we're going to get 2 wins on the day. 2 out of 3. Tech girls lost to a very good Winthrop team in the opening game. St. Mary's had a big win over Spelman. And now English is going to knock off Medford in the Greater Boston League for their 4th win. So Coach Hamazli has got to be really proud of his unit. They didn't quit after they went down 1-0, and Medford was putting some pressure on, and English was having some tough times missing the net, knocking shots wide off, left, right, over the net. And he finally got going. Liccardi, Coelho made a nice pass to Zepeda, who dropped it for Liccardi, who walked in. Just as he split 2 defenders, he fired a shot that beat the goaltender under the top crossbar over the goalie's head, tied it at 1. And then great hustle by Liccardi. He got out in front chasing a loose ball. The goaltender had to come out to try and beat him to the ball. He didn't. As he got out, he knocked Liccardi down as he got a piece of the ball. Penalty kick. Zepeda knocked it home, made it 2-1, and then a perfect free kick by Liccardi. A line shot from the 20-yard line from the far side. Just everybody watched it go by, watched it go, beat everybody, and settle inside the near post. So Liccardi has got 2. Zepeda's got a goal and an assist. Coelho made that nice pass to set up that first goal. And English, as I mentioned, is going to get their 4th win and go to 4, 2, and 3. And they just blew the whistle, I think, and this one is history. So English comes from behind after Medford took a 1-0 lead. All the scoring in the second half. Jose Liccardi gets 2. Eric Zepeda gets a goal and a very pretty assist on Liccardi's first goal. And they wipe out that 1-0 Medford lead, and they get 3 straight and win it by a score of 3-1 over Medford in this Greater Boston League battle. English will now go to 4, 2, and 3. Medford will have to wait a while to get their third win. So 3-1 English over Medford here at Manning Field in this Greater Boston League battle. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.